Hello everybody and welcome to Marvin Gardens March 2024 and it is officially spring and it's kind of a cool spring and day and a breezy spring day, but it's not bad for March, and it's going to get actually worse next week. So here we are to shoot the video, and as you can see, Ranger is he's developed a taste for Asian leeks, or whatever they're called, whatever else they're called, which I can always remember one name and then I can't remember the other. We had a fire pit on a warm evening earlier in March, and Vanina went in here and cleaned up all this mess. So now you see the Asian leeks coming up, as well as this season's growth of pond irises. So it looks pretty good. So we actually managed to get in a little gardening while we were doing our fire pit. Nothing to show you in that greenhouse back there. Actually, there's really not much to show you that's any different out here. So here's the old bed number one, which this year is going to be silver clean corn, a whole bed of it, and we're going to have another bed of it too. You can see the tiger lilies coming up here behind the herb garden, which needs a lot of work, and it will get that work when it feels a little more like spring out here, as will this. Oh, one of the toxins fell over. We can't have that. There we go. Probably pretty poor camera work while I was doing that, but you can probably hear the breeze going pretty good, and hopefully it's not causing too much thunder in the soundtrack there. And the compost heap looks the same as it did before, just added some more plant and eggshell matter, but haven't tilled it all around yet. So you remember this, the cover to this all got torn up, and I thought, okay, well, at least it didn't blow away, and I'll attend to it when the weather gets nicer. Well, unfortunately, we had a few pretty significant windstorms, and unfortunately, the shell that was remaining caught the wind, and you can see what it's done to the frame. So I'm hoping the frame is salvageable and I'll be able to put the new cover on it, but it doesn't look exactly like either it's going to be a fun job or it's going to be a successful job. But Ranger's running around because he's excited to be out here. This is bed number 2 and bed number 3. Of course, there is nothing planted out here yet, but you can see that in the pots, some of the perennials are starting to green up and come back, so that's kind of nice. And other than that, like I said, looks pretty much the same as it did last month, except for you can probably see that the grass is growing up and growing green. And that brings us to finally bed number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, bed number 5. And out there is the asparagus patch. Looks like we've got some weed population coming up there that I'm going to have to deal with, but it is hay mulched, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I'll want to keep ahead of that for sure. All right, so here is Mr. Frankie. He's checking things out. Oh, I guess the sundial needs to be cleared off a little bit. That's from all the pond irises that are surrounding it. I need to find a better place for that, I think. But this is how everything looks around here, and I do have stuff worth looking at over on the pond area. So we'll looks like I need to replace my little American flags on hangers because they took a pretty bad hit in the windstorms as well. But Frankie is excited to try and anticipate where we're going and get there first. You can see lots more pond irises coming up, and down there somewhere there's some yellow flowers. I can't even see them in the camera view, but that's okay. And here's more of them coming up. These are typical for usually April, but they're one of the first things to bloom. But you will notice right here that we have daffodils, and daffodils is usually an April event, but we had a very warm March, and so as Poxitani Phil predicted, we're having sort of an early spring in that March has been warm enough to have some April blooming happening. The pond, as you can see, doesn't look all that great. Our koi is patiently waiting until it's warm enough to even eat again. But you can see some more daffodils blooming there on the end, and you might be able to see that the stuff that's growing around the stream and waterfall area is also getting green and starting to come in. That is a water pump / fountain that needs to be attended to. Again, I hate working garden stuff when it's cool outside, meaning feeling like 40s, which with the breeze it does today, even though we're up in the 50s. But that's pretty much all there is to show you. Ranger has also developed a taste for grass. No, that's not too fun, but at least it hasn't made him throw up, so I guess I'm not going to be too worried about it. If you come over here to the pear tree, you can see it's budding heavily. It'll be blooming pretty soon. Same with the apricot tree, except for it's showing those nice pink buds, meaning it's going to be blooming even sooner. And we might as well take a look at the pink buds on the pear tree. But that's pretty much it. Now, let me show you. Sorry about spinning you around like that, but that's to show you my new welcome to my garden stake. You don't really need to see the tag. So that was pretty nice from Tara and the guys out in Mawa. But now it's time to spin you around one more time after we look at the dogs off in the backyard. And I'll say, after I aim this up a little bit, that that's going to do it. Now we got stuff going on under the lights. I'm sure I have some video of that stuff. All the brassicas are going, and I have more brassicas this year, more varieties. Anyway, because I'm not growing so much other stuff that I should have room to grow a lot more brassicas, which we always use when we get them. In other words, they don't stick around in the freezer for very long. So that's that. So anyway, under the lights are all the brassicas and some lettuce and some rosemary and some other herbs. I got thyme, sage, and parsley as well. So that's all going on under the lights. We have more to be starting under the lights pretty soon. And that will be in the beginning of April that we do some more starting of seedlings inside. But for now, this is all that's going on. We won't really do any, usually I don't do any planting in the ground until mid-April. And we're a little ways away from mid-April. So that's going to do it. Marvin Gardens, March 2024. And it hasn't been created yet, but I'm sure we'll have a trail cam video directly following. And if I get my act together, we'll probably have some drone footage that will probably have been cut in by now if I did it. So there you go. March 2024, Marvin Gardens. And we'll see you next month in April. Bye, everybody. Bringing up a little on me, I'd say March.